Okay, welcome to the first video tutorial of the year. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a simple application in LiveCode. So if your LiveCode is not open, please go ahead in your Start menu and open it. And what I'm going to do, first thing, I'm going to go to View, Backdrop, so I could cover my, my desktop. It's a little bit easier to work that way. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to go to File, New Main Stack. And what this will do is this brings up a hypercard, your very first hypercard that we're going to work with. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to double click on this field, and we're just going to move it up here, and we're going to double click here, and we're going to move it over there, and we're going to double click this button right here. If you're not sure what it is, there's a tooltip that'll tell you what it is. Okay. Alright, so that looks pretty good. What we're going to do now is we're just going to line them up. So I'm going to hold Shift and click with my left mouse button or my pointer finger, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to Object, Align Selected Controls Left, and I'm going to do the same thing here. Object, Align Selected Controls Left. So what that does is it align these controls up on their left border. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and name these buttons. So the way you do that is, well, we're going to right click here and we're going to go to Property Inspector. And instead of calling this field, I'm going to call this Hello World 1 Field. And I'm just going to hit Enter. Okay, you'll notice it just changes up here. And I'm going to go to the second button for the color. Oh, sorry, the third button. No, I'm right. Second button. And I'm going to go to Background Fill. Let's do, I don't know, a gray. That's it. Okay, and that'll cover that. Now I'm going to right click on this button and I'm going to go to Property Inspector. I'm going to go to the Home button here and I'm going to call this Hello World 1 Button. Just click Enter. Make sure you click Enter. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to change the background as well to blue. And the text, I'm going to change to white. There you go. And I could actually make this a little bit longer so it fits. So if I go here, this is called Hello World 1 Field, and this one is called Hello World 1 Button. All we're going to do is when we click this button, we're going to place some text in this field. That's all we're going to do. It's pretty basic stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and right click here, and I'm going to go to where it says Edit Script. Let me close that. What this window is, this is your main scripting window. This is where you're going to be writing all of your code for LiveCode. What's happening here particularly is it says on mouse up. So what happens is this is an event handler that handles when the user clicks. Specifically, when we release the mouse goes up. So what are we going to do here? We're going to put Hello World 1, make sure you put a double quote into, and we called that field Hello World 1 Field. Okay? So it's putting the text Hello World 1 into the field Hello World 1 Field. And again, this is the field, and it'll put this text. You could put whatever you want in here. You could put your name into field Hello World 1 Field. It doesn't matter. It's just placing whatever text you place here or there. We could also use variables, but I'm not going to go over that right now. We'll do that a little bit later. So that's all there is to it. So how does this work? Well, you'll notice I have two buttons here. This button is the Run button, so I'm going to click it. And I'm going to click that, and Hello World 1. It worked. And I'm going to go ahead to my Edit button. And I'm just going to right click on here and go to my Property Inspector. And I'd like to change the color of the text in this field. So I'm going to go to the second one right here. And I'm going to go to Foreground Fill. And I'm going to make the foreground, I'm going to define a custom color here. I'm going to click on this pink. And I'm going to make it really, really light like that. Boop. And it's a very light kind of pink color. And there you go. That's all there is to it. So what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to make a second button called Your Name. And when you click on that button, I'd like you to display your name in the field. Okay, I'd like you to change the names of each as we did up here. I'd like you to change their colors, and I'd like you to put their script in. One last thing, if I close that window, which I just closed, and I want to get it back, I could right click on this and go to Edit Script. And that will bring up the script where we can go ahead and edit things of that nature. Okay? So we're done for now. Go ahead and take care of business.